All right. All right. So if you go to Butterfly Company, you will see there's a new channel, Project Free Chaos. So it'll be kind of like probably hidden. Yeah. Ollie's got it out. Yeah. And yeah, what I've put in there, okay, is a one-stop shop. Now. All right. Okay. So on there, yeah, is anything and everything that we've kind of like looked at. So kind of like project proposal and action plan, all right, is up there with guidelines. Now, the second thing down, you will see that I've put together now quite a comprehensive checklist, not necessarily a checklist, yeah, but a set of guidelines for your character biography. And it pretty much falls into 4 parts, all right? So with the character biography, yeah, you've got pretty much the stereotypical to start off with. Task 1, given circumstances. Alright, so chronological list of facts, given circumstances, what I say about others, what others say about me, their use of language, which we've kind of like analysed to death. Then, task 2 is you then beginning, alright, to look at your backstory, right, and using your imagination to fill in the gaps, all right, yeah, so family trees, past events, where they live, relationships, fears and motivations, yeah, all right, so some of you have already started exploring that. Then, yeah, what I've asked you to do, well, all right, is I've then given you, all right, some ideas about how you could, within your character biography, embrace key themes. Alright, so there's questions and tasks all around contain, alive, messy, chaos, unpredictable, scared. Alright, now you can pick and choose from that what you want to do. Yeah, and obviously the more in depth it is, you know, the more opportunity there is to actually demonstrate your understanding and creation of character. And they're not all written tasks. Right, so some of these are actually creative tasks around movement, yeah, or improvisation. Okay, all right, so that's all around kind of like those main themes of asking you to kind of like explore through character those main themes, yeah, and then, all right, task 4, yeah, and if you're chasing the distinctions, yeah, this is where you're really going to be able to kind of like embed technique, yeah, is whereby we're actually asking you to explore character and character biography, yeah, through Stanislavski, Laban and vocal technique. Okay, so you'll see there's a whole load of different activities that you can choose from. Now, if you are on it and you are chipping away your character biography, yeah, over the next 4 weeks, all right, when it then comes to this afternoon, we're not rehearsing, we're going to look at your acting for camera, you are going to have a whole kind of like palette of work to reflect upon to then decide what you want to then work in more detail. All right, so the idea is the character biography will springboard, yeah, or give you the opportunity to explore your character, yeah, and to build your character, yeah, and to give you some ideas to what you then eventually do for your acting for camera task. All right, so it's process driven. All right, so please, yeah, do kind of like chip away as and what is going to empower you most, yeah, as a learner. All right, yeah, and really, all right, you know, the character biography stuff, you're not really going to be able to go back to do, all right, once we've finished in the Barnfield, because it's just not worth it. It's just not driving anything. All right, so that isn't the kind of stuff that's going to be able to be done retrospectively. So, yeah, I feel that that's one area that I will keep an eye on. So please, yeah, all right, when you aren't necessarily being called, yeah, for a rehearsal, in the sense that, yeah, I feel like my rehearsals from now on are going to become a bit more, I think my next task with everybody is to join everything together. All right, so we actually then begin to kind of like, begin to get a through line, and we can actually rehearse some scenes together. So there are going to be opportunities for 45 minutes, half an hour, whatever, that you might not be involved in a direct rehearsal. All right, so this is the opportunity where you can now go, right, okay, I can actually spend the next 30 minutes chipping away at stuff on this character biography work. All right? Okay, so please make sure you download it, make some notes. All right, so you're in a position starting tomorrow to be able to chip away and move, chip through it. All right, so we're all in a position to be able to work individually. All right, okay. So that's the character biography. All right, if we then scroll through the rest, all right, there's stuff there around kind of like tickets. All right, right, you will see there is a notice there. All right, for volunteers. Okay, for sound and lighting operators. Okay, because we're going to need a lighting and sound operator for string, and string are going to have to put forward a lighting and sound operator for you. So whereby, if you want to be in and around the place and to support the process, all right, yes, please email me, all right, because you'll pretty much be called all the time from the 22nd of April, right, because after Easter, yeah, that's when we're going to start, all right, filtering in sound and lighting, even in here, all right, down in Manual Hall. Right, you will see as well, all right, yeah, you will see as well rehearsal grids. So I've put on electronic PDFs, yeah, of the rehearsal grids that you've kind of like been filling out by pencil, all right, yeah. And then, an absolute delight for you, which I can see you're all so invigorated about, yeah? Right, is, you will see that I've put on 3 sets of guidelines, all right, for your actor's journal. All right, yeah? Click on pass or merit or distinction. Everyone click on one. Yeah? Alright? Because what I've put on there is really a set of guidelines. Yeah, if you're chasing a merit, if you're chasing a distinction, or you're just chasing a pass, yeah, what the level of analysis should be. Okay? And if you kind of like compare and contrast, alright, the pass, yeah, is very much just reporting what you've done. Alright, so it's like a check. You know, yeah? Okay? Whereas, alright, if we looked at the merit, oh, that's the wrong one. Thank you. Just look at that. Right. Yeah? Is, yeah? Keywords that you want to be able to kind of like look at, yeah, is kind of like describing what the specific aim of the rehearsal is, yeah, but then what you need to be able to do, and I put keywords under each section, is kind of like articulating. Your research needs to be thorough and sustained, all right, yeah, within problem solving, you want to demonstrate that you're adapting to challenges. So it's almost, I've put on there prompt questions for you to answer as you go through, all right, support you kind of like increasing the level of analysis, right, and then what you can actually see is the difference between, yeah, merits and distinctions. All right, do you think that is potentially useful? Okay, all right, okay,